Greetings, folks. This is Clarence A. Mason. Today is October the 2nd, 2020, and you wake up this morning with the news that President Trump and his wife has tested positive for the coronavirus, Corona-19, or as Trump likes to say, China virus. And now everyone's kind of wondering where do they stand, what's going to happen. Of course, the liberals are celebrating, and conservatives are uncharacteristically nervous. I'm not nervous. Really, folks, 1 out of 10 people survive. 99% survive. You have a better chance of surviving this than most other diseases. So the president with the best health care in the world, in good shape, his wife in great shape, physically fit, should have no problem in 10 days to 14 days going through this. My question is, once they go through this, will their recovery shed some light on the recovery rate of Americans? Will the President and First Lady's recovery from this shame those who are now ridiculing and saying, wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask? Or will it enforce the idea that we have to be under government control in everything that we do? I am praying this morning that first for his recovery and his wife's recovery. Secondly, that the recovery sends a message that God is in control, not man. God heals and God provides, especially those who love him, and Trump loves God. Of course, you can love God all day long, and still you're going to die eventually. You can be healed constantly, but God does not want us to live eternally without going through his means, which means death first. So we're going to die. All of us are going to die. But the miracle healing of someone is for a testimony to their faith and also a testimony to those around them. So President Trump is in a perfect position. We've all seen that God has called him. We've all seen that God has provided for him. We've all seen that God has protected him for 4 years. We've seen all the attacks against him come up void and null. We understand that God must be working in the life of Donald Trump. We must also believe that since God is working in his life, that he is called by God to do a task. Now, if you believe that the task that God has called him for was 1 term in office, then you can feel maybe God's going to take him. But if you think that God has called him to fix this problem, to help steer America back to him, if you believe that God has brought Donald Trump forward as a protection over his people, Israel, and then you have to believe that he's going to be around another 4 years. God does not allow. The devil does not have enough power. Sickness does not have enough power to change the direction that God has in someone's heart. So let's not play games here, folks. We have not been given the spirit of fear. Donald Trump does not have the spirit of fear. We face our obstacles like Christian people. We walk toward it, not from it. We don't stop in fear in the midst of some adversity in our life. We are Christian people. We belong in a Christian nation. We belong to a Christian God Almighty. So my testimony, I'm going to celebrate with you when Trump is declared cured by man. Trump has already been declared cured by God. And we're going to celebrate as a testimony to the power of God, as a testimony to the calling that Trump has on his life, as a testimony to who we are as a people of God. It's time for the church to act like the church. It's time for Christian people to act like they're Christian people. It's time for a Christian nation to act like a Christian nation. Let's declare the day, October the 2nd, 2020, the day that we proclaim God in his miracle healing, miraculous healing, and love for our nation. Stay right or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong. Goodbye.